how's it going? Caitlin here, and welcome to my kitchen. It's another week of meal prep. I hope you guys are pumped. You're gonna feel so ahead of the game after you are done this video. If you don't have your prep list, check the description in the video. You'll find links that you can find your prep list in there, and then you'll be all ready to go, okay? You pumped? I'm pumped. Let's see what's on the menu this week. This week we have lemon chicken pasta, chicken satay sheetpan dinner, beef and broccoli, a breakfast rice bowl, and chicken Caesar wraps. So if that sounds good to you, let's get some prep ready, shall we? Prep is honestly the magic when it comes to meal planning, because you can have a plan and then, you know what, motivation falls through, and that's where prep picks up. So if we already have a few things good to go, then you're way more likely to stick to your plan. You stick to your plan, you save money, you reduce stress. It's just, as I stab away at this. And that's where the magic of meal prep is. Meal planning. Meal planning, prep makes it happen. Okay, let's go, shall we? There are 3 varying levels of prep depending on your level of motivation. I am going to start with one of the things in level 3. So if you're there, you can start this one. This is something that will do itself while you're doing other things. So then you're making extra time for yourself this week, if that makes sense. I'm going to cook a couple of chicken breasts to go in the pasta. There we go. So threw 2 chicken breasts in my pressure cooker. I've got a cup of water in there. And I just turned it to poultry and press start. So that chicken is going to cook while I'm doing other things. You could cook your chicken in the oven, or, you know, slice it up, do it on the stovetop if you wanted to. But then it is something that's getting done. Now we can go back to level 1, all right? Or maybe you're ahead of me already if you got your prep list and you're going. So first I'm going to start with slicing an onion. Always bring your favorite tools with you when you are prepping. And 2 essentials. Have yourself a nice large cutting board, because you want a nice surface to be working with. And a sharp knife. Always a sharp knife. And why a sharp knife? Because you are less likely to hurt yourself with a sharp knife than you are with a dull knife. A dull knife, you're going to be like slicing back and forth and wiggling it all around, and that's just asking for a mishap. If you have a sharp knife, you're going to be cutting direct, having an easier time. You don't have to push as hard, it just, you know, does some of the work for you. I mean, obviously you still want to be careful. Slicing 1 onion and okay. I'm actually going to grab a divider to put into my prep board here, or cutting board. It's got pockets on it, which I love. So it's got these clear plastic containers that will store the food as I'm cutting it. I put garbage in one side of it, or sorry, compostable, I guess. And then I have one pocket where I put my good stuff. I love this thing. It keeps my mess contained to one area, because otherwise, I don't know about you, but my mess tends to migrate. I'm shameful for it. But this keeps it all contained in one area and actually cuts down on my cleaning time, keeps me better organized. Because, fun fact, I am not naturally very organized with this stuff. I get very distracted. And if you relate to that, it means if I can do this, you can do it too. Okay, so I'm going to slice up this red onion as well and just put it in the same container on the other side. Weirdest looking red onion of life. It's like it almost tried to get into their skin, but on the inside of it. Have you ever seen that? Like, the rest of the onion's fine. It's just this weird little extra skin layer right in the middle of it. Kind of like it had a twin and then it just went in the middle instead. I don't know. I figure the rest of it's fine. I'm not gonna waste it. Just because you're an ugly onion doesn't mean I don't love you. So it's making me cry. It's definitely taking its revenge as I'm chopping it. It really ended up getting the worst end of the deal though. So, okay. What a weird onion. You might be way ahead of me if you don't have a mutant onion. There we go. It looked fine from the outside. There we go. 2 onions. One normal, the white, one red. Whew, and tears. There are tears. I'm gonna grab another divider because I am going to slice a pepper and then dice a pepper. And you know what? I think I'm gonna make it fun because I get 2 different colors. So I think I'm gonna take half of one. And then I'm gonna like slice one half of each of them and then dice the other half of each of them. What? I don't know, I think it's just kind of fun. Throw the extra color in. Why not? Why the heck not? If you can't have fun while you're prepping, then I don't know. I don't even think I can finish that sentence. So, slicing a pepper. And if you prefer different shapes to your veggies, you go wild. Maybe you want them chopped up real fine to hide them. Maybe you want them in chunks. I don't know. I want you to take this meal plan and I want you to make it yours, okay? And do what works for your family. You know them. You know what's gonna work and what's not gonna work. If you know that, you know, broccoli's gonna go over like a lead fart, choose something else instead. So for a knife, I love having a Santoku knife. Santoku is my favorite, and it's just, and my husband loves having a chef's knife. And I think part of it is just the balancing. I feel like a Santoku feels really nice, or this one definitely does. Feels really nice in my hand. I've got nice control, good grip. When I'm using a full chef's knife, I always feel like it is just a little large for my liking. Go. Peppers. One sliced, one diced. Good to go. Next up, what do we got? So we got our peppers, we got our onions. We're going to just get the florets off of broccoli. If you want to save these bits of your broccoli, if you are looking at your meal plan and you think, you know what, I could use some broccoli slaw to go with my chicken Caesar wraps, why not? Or use the, I don't know, let's see what else we got in there. Yeah, maybe you want to have a little on the side with something or use it for lunches. You can take this stem right here and just peel off the outer edge of it. Deco, Deco, come on, Deco. It's all right. So you can just peel off the outer edge like this and cut off anything that feels too woody at the bottom. Save that, put it through, I'll probably put it through the mandolin on like small setting. You could grate it, you could put it through a food processor, whatever you want to do, and then just mix it with a bit of carrot and then throw some coleslaw ingredients in with it, you know, throw a little vinegar in there if you want, some mayo, whatever. But you're getting more out of it. You're not throwing this part away because this part is actually perfect for that. So if you've been throwing that away for years, you don't have to. You can use it or you can throw it away, whatever. But it is, it's edible, and hey, broccoli slaw is actually pretty good. It's actually nice to be able to throw into wraps as well, broccoli slaw. Floor got that one a little bit. That's okay. Oops, didn't mean to throw that out. That's still good. I'll eat it. Go. So this just saves a little bit of time. You can buy your broccoli, you could use it frozen, or you could get broccoli florets. If it's really important, they'll leave a message. I saw private caller, and if it's just a telemarketer, whatever I say to them might not be that nice, and I don't want you to change your opinion of me. Broccoli, all done up. Next, I'm gonna trim up some green beans. So just cutting off the ends of them. I mean, these are really, the things that we're doing, it's easy tasks, right? It's easy tasks, but it's going to save us a little time doing this on day of. And day of is when motivation is going to fail you. So I actually encourage you to look through the meal plan and see if there are some things that I forgot. Because there could be other things that you could prep during this time. I would say it's very, very, very possible that I can miss some things. And the very worst part of doing something like this is just the starting, you know, like when you're looking to go start doing this, it's like, oh, I don't want to do that. But then you start, you're like, well, you know what? This isn't bad. And then all week long, you are going to love yourself for what you did. Because it feels so nice when you open your fridge and everything is prepared. Like, that's why meal kits are so popular, right? Like, meal kits are popular because the prep is done for you. It's not that the prep is difficult. It's just putting aside that time to do it. So what we're doing is kind of doing it's kind of like a build your own meal kit. Except you have a lot more control over it this way. You don't have to worry about exposure to potential allergens somewhere else. I know many of those kits can't confirm that everything would be gluten-free. You're counting on a lot of processing. There's trust that goes in there, right? I don't know about you, but I don't trust many people. Trusting people with food is what ends up getting me gluten every once in a while, so. If you're my gluten-free people, you know we have trust issues for a reason. And if you're not my gluten-free people and you're just here to meal prep, hi, welcome. I see you, I love you too. So, just stacking these up as I go along. Do I lose a little more at the ends? Probably. But I'm at peace with that for saving a bit more time. There we go. And my friends, if you were just here with me for level 1, congratulations, you have succeeded. You have done it. You have saved yourself so much time and energy this week and you are going to be loving it. There's our bunch of green beans there. If that's all you have in you, good on you. You did great. Give yourself a pat on the back. If you're ready for level 2, join me. All right, first, I'm gonna grate up a carrot. Throw that in there. You could use a big grater, you could use a small grater. Whatever you do, be careful. If you prefer to use something like a mandolin, you could do that. Once again, be careful. I always start with the small end first and leave like the end where the green attaches. That way I can just decide when it starts to feel like, you know, I'm playing with fire a little bit, and then I can just back off. So, got my carrot grated there. There we go. I'm going to grate a couple teaspoons of ginger. So I'm just going to, like, how am I gonna go about this? I'm gonna grab a carrot knife and just peel off. There we go. So, I'm just gonna peel a little bit of this ginger here. Oh, what smells better than fresh ginger? Like that honestly it just soothes the soul. There's something about it, I don't know. Because you go to an ingredient, it's like, ingredient list, it's like, could you use dried ginger? Yeah. But why would you want to when you can use fresh? I'm gonna be using this, it's called a cup grater or cup zester. So it's called a cup zester, and it's got measurements on the bottom of it. I do find I struggle sometimes when I'm trying to grate ginger, because it often seems like it just juices instead. And I've had really great luck with this little gadget when I'm doing ginger, because I can go in any direction and it seems to actually grate it rather than just having it turn into juice, because I don't want juice. If I wanted ginger juice, I'd put ginger in a juicer. Which, fun fact, I do love ginger in a juice. If you have if you have a juicer, just a couple carrots and a bit of ginger, it's delicious. Okay, now I'm starting to get a little low on this piece, so I'm just gonna put it on there's this little nubby thing that comes with it so that I don't end up, zesting my fingers. Nobody wants to eat my fingers. That's cannibalism, my friends, and we frown upon that. We frown upon that a lot. That is not part of our meal prep. Okay, what do I got? Still need more. Bitch. See how that's looking. Almost there. Speaking of almost there, chicken's ready. Okay, I'd say that's good. Got my 2 teaspoons there, perfect. Now I'm gonna grate some Parmesan cheese. So, Parmesan cheese, looking for a 1/4 plus a 1/3. I'm gonna dry this out because I don't really need to have extra moisture and carrot. 1/4 plus a 1/3. So I'm just gonna kind of guess. So I'm gonna go for about 3/4 cup. Because to me that sounds reasonable. Okay, there we go. Now you could get your Parmesan already grated. You could get any of your cheese already grated. If you're looking for a shortcut, you could certainly do that. You gotta do what works for you, and if you don't have the time to invest into it, that's okay. But you will tend to find Parmesan that tastes better, has less ingredients. All of the cheeses, you have a lot more options if you're willing to just grate it yourself, right? Like anything else. But fine, if we're already doing the prep, then might as well do it. You do pay a premium to have somebody else grating your cheese, and I'd rather pay the premium for quality ingredient versus premium for effort, I guess, in some cases. Grating cheese would be one of those. Okay, how are we doing there? That's probably getting pretty close. I'm gonna throw a little more in there just in case. You know, it never hurts to have a little extra Parmesan cheese around to put on the pasta as well. Okay, so I'm just going to store all this in a bowl. There we go. That looks good. I know, it looks like I'm making a bit of a mess, but mess kind of comes with the territory, and all this stuff's just gonna go in the dishwasher after, so I'm at peace with it. Last thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to crush up some peanuts. This is just to go on the sheet pan pad thai after you're all done. You could use a rolling pin. You could use, like, if you have a meat tenderizer that has kind of a flat end, you could use that. Or if you have this, a food chopper, you can just chop it up. Make quick work of it there. Perfect. Now, let the gas out of that baby. If you were just here for level 2, you did amazing, you did wicked, you did so good, and you are gonna love yourself all week long for the effort that you put in now. You're gonna be extra super prepared. If you are with me for level 3, we can go ahead. I do have to say, I'm skipping out one thing on level 3 that I wanted to do, but I could not do. So I'll put it in there as a suggestion. You don't have to do it if you don't want to do it. I did put in there for slicing beef. at the end for the beef and broccoli, and then you can take that sliced beef and then freeze it. You can buy your beef already sliced. However, like anything else, you do pay a premium for it. So I was going to slice it and put it in a, you know, silicone bag, lay it out, freeze it, have it ready for the day when I was bringing it out. However, they did not have it at my grocery store when I placed my pickup order. So I will have to go in and find myself something else or use chicken instead. We already did the cooking of 2 chicken breasts. Yay, look at us go. I am just gonna double check and make sure that my chicken's cooked. Oh yeah, we're cooked, we're good. Beautiful. So last thing that I'm going to do actually is, since I'm skipping out on slicing my beef, which I'm disappointed by, like those things where you can just, you can slice, you can put it in the fridge, whatever, or in the freezer. I hope you put it in the fridge. That would just be really weird. Nice to be able to get those things done. So, gonna put together the sauce for our beef and broccoli. Because then this is going to make that meal easy to just dump and go, right? Like we already got, we have the broccoli ready. We have other things ready. We're just good to go. Okay. So, gonna throw in ginger. Gonna put in 3 cloves of garlic. You can put in more if you want to. I understand measuring garlic with the heart is of vital importance. There's 2. And number 3. Beautiful, all done. Next, gonna put in some water. Gonna put in 6 tablespoons of gluten-free soy sauce or in this case, coconut aminos. Give it some good flavor. You see, this is the stuff where I'd like to have my own sauce created because I do have a lot of sensitivities. I want to make sure that my family's eating healthy. I want to keep it to whole foods as much as possible, right? So making these things myself, I see the benefit in it for the whole family. But when it comes right down to it at nighttime or when I'm trying to get this stuff ready, motivation can fail. This is my time. I find my 30 minutes of motivation now and it puts me through the rest of the week. So that was some sesame oil. I put in the oil before I measured the honey so that the honey will come out easier. That's my trick for measuring honey, because you know if you're measuring honey in a sauce, you're measuring a bunch of other things in the sauce too. And that is the way to make it work, my friend. Otherwise, if you do honey early, it's just gonna, you know, it's gonna stick in there and then you're gonna have to scrape it out. Okay, so that's our honey, our rice vinegar, our sesame oil. Now, Just gonna get the honey off my hands. That honey is about as local as it can get. My friend down the road has some bees, so she gave me some of her honey. It was super, super sweet of her. Sweet. Sorry. Sorry. I won't quit my day job. But I was told, actually I'm going to put in the pepper first. I was told years ago that when you choose honey, it is an ingredient that you actually want to get as local to you as possible. And the reason for that is honey can actually be good for seasonal allergies. But when you get honey from bees that are really close to you, then you are getting little exposure to allergens that are in your direct area. So you're going to be less bothered by the allergens in your area. I thought that was just kind of a neat, fun fact, a nice reason to support local as well. Because I mean, everybody likes the idea of supporting local, but by supporting local, you're actually supporting your health and the health of your family at the same time. So pretty neat. So Trish, I love you and your honey. And thank you. All right, guys. So I've got that all mixed up. That's gonna be easy just to dump into my stir fry as I'm going. Honestly, guys, I hope you enjoy this week. I hope this felt good. I hope you feel good looking at all of your bins of prepared stuff, made your own meal kit, ready to eat good all week. I'd love to hear what you think, and I will see you guys next week. Thank you. Bye-bye.